Welcome back to the channel. So today it's the 2025 M5, the G90 chassis. This one is finished in individual Mauritius Blue. Now we've had that color on the channel before on several different cars, and it hails from, this color was available on the E34 M5, so the second generation M5. So we'll begin up front with our extremely powerful and menacing front end. So we got our headlights, dual headlight design. You got sort of like quotation marks for the daytime running lights. Shadowline lights, as well as the cornering light there in the corner. The grille, so double stack kidney grille, horizontal orientation with M5 badging. The M5 is outlined in silver, which I think is a very nice touch. You can see parking assistance camera there in the front, and the iconic glow kidney grille. We also have the sensors here for driving assistance pro. This car does have that option. And of course, your very aggressive front end, lots of high gloss black, and it is wide open. You can fit a very large human head in there. Alright, so moving to the side, we get the style 951M wheels. So they are 20-inch in the front and 21-inch in the rear. They are bicolor in design. M compound brakes with the black calipers. Let's zoom in there. Tires are the Pirelli P0Rs, and that's the first time I've seen the P0Rs on an M5. There's a side profile of Mauritius Blue, out of direct sunlight, so we'll get some more of the blue hues momentarily. Of course, plug-in hybrids, so you get your charging door at the front, driver's front. This will have M5 badging in the Hofmeister kink area. You see carbon fiber gurney flap in the back, carbon fiber roof, and carbon fiber mirror caps. That is part of the carbon package, and the roof will save you about 60 pounds of weight if you opt for the carbon fiber roof. We got M5 badging in the back. It's outlined in silver. Again, a very good touch. And slimming taillights, and our quad exhaust. Now you may notice something a little bit different on these quad exhausts. We'll go zoom in momentarily. These are the carbon fiber exhaust tips, available as a port installed accessory or at your local dealer. But a very nice touch. Hopefully I can get this thing that. Zoom in there and in focus. So rather than having just the M laser etched in the exhaust tip, you have M5. So I think it's a very nice touch, because usually it's just an M. Now we have M5, so you know it's specific for the M5. Alright, here's more of that Mauritius Blue, now in direct sunlight, a very rich blue. I think looks fantastic on the M5. Now when we get to the interior, I think the only downside right now is there is no brown, so no like Tartufo or Turuma brown, cognac. I think that would play very well against this shade of blue. Alright, so opening up we have the Kalami orange and black merino leather. It is not full leather. So door cards, upper portion. It is soft-ish plastic up here. It might be synthetic. You got some Kalami orange leather here. Then you have your light bar here with some settings for your seat. Bowers Merton sound system. Lower portion of the door card. Not quite hard, scratchy plastic, but definitely getting there. Alright, and the seats here, so dual tone in color. We have M5 badging that lights up there on the lower portion of the head restraint. So black and orange. I think it looks pretty nice against blue, but I would prefer a brown if it were available. Now down here you just have controls for the lumbar support and basic seat controls. There are settings for the powered crumb catcher in the seat menu, as well as the side bolster adjustment. Then we have M5 badging here on the door sill. Having trouble with my focusing here. But we do have your new M steering wheel, a flat bottom steering wheel with M badging. We got M stitching. Controls over here for cruise control and assisted driving. Then we've got the red M1 and M2 buttons for all your personal setup needs. Now, the airbag cover here is leather. We have a red stripe at the 12 o'clock. In front of me, iDrive 8.5, the M version live cockpit. Then, head-up display. The rest of the curved display here. And upper portion of the dashboard feels synthetic. It is not full leather. And then we've got the carbon fiber with silver accent in it. I think a very nice choice. Not too expensive either. You got your vent controls from the, obviously from the 5 series, but also on the 7 series. Wireless charging tray only on this side does nothing. And we've got cup holders and USB-C charging ports. And center console, red start-stop button, drive selector nub, and iDrive controller or iDrive knob. Now I don't have the window sticker on the inside, so I'll have to step outside to take a look at all the details on here. All right, starting price of the 2025 M5 is $119,500. The individual paint adds another $5,000. Leather is included. Driving Assistance Pro for $1,700. Carbon package for another $3,100. The exec package for another $1,850. M-Drive Professional for $900. That does get you 2 more drive modes for Dynamic Plus and Dynamic. Carbon fiber trim for $300. And those carbon fiber exhaust tips for another $2,570. Performance formats for $350. All told, MSRP of this particular example, $139,145. Obviously not inexpensive. All right, we're gonna hop in the back seat. Again, no comfort access on the rear doors. It's more of that Kilami orange and black leather in the back. All right, and here's a view of the cockpit in the back seat. And out back you have vent controls plus dual climate control zone in the rear and USB-C charging ports. And that 4-zone climate control is standard on the M5 and now optional on the G60. Knee room, leg room, really, really good. The same can be said about headroom in the back of the M5. All right, so move to the back of our M5 plug-in hybrid. So battery size, it is a little over 14 kilowatt hours of usable capacity. Out back, pretty decent size for the trunk. You have a flexible fast charger 2.0 with a NEMA 1450 adapter for level 2 charging. Here's your old mobility kit. The iX now comes with a new one. These are kick to close. And we're going to make our way to the front and pop the hood here. Take in side profile of the new M5, which I think looks really good. Alright, so underneath the hood here, it's technically called the XB1 power plant. It combines an S68 4.4 liter V8 twin turbo engine with an electric motor. So combined output 717 horsepower and 738 torques. We talk about electric range. We're seeing about 35 miles of electric range when fully charged. I think the EPA estimate's around 25. And the NDU blog recently did a test where they got, I think, just about 39 miles on the full electric range. Well, that's it for our last 2025 M5, because model year 26 began production, I believe, in March. We have a couple more coming in. We'll see you at the next video.